Hello folks, it's Kelly Pullum here. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In Canada, and I love to spark creativity in paper crafters using Stampin' Up's amazing products. Tonight's a busy night in the Pullum house. We have my husband upstairs doing a Zoom event, and I'm down here doing Facebook. So I'm hoping our internet is going to cooperate, but if you happen to lose me, I will go out and come back in. So I hope that you'll catch up with me again. Anyway, tonight's class is kind of fun because I am doing a fun fold card that is new to me. I believe it is in a sense brand new. I'm going to pull it out and show you. I did post on Facebook and Instagram today a picture of the card. Hi Nancy, welcome. So anyway, I'm hoping that you'll love this fun fold as much as I do. It's really simple to make, and I think it makes a lovely display on the mantle, but it also folds flat and is easy to mail, so I think it's just perfect in that way. And there's even good space to write, so all good. Anyway, I'm going to switch us over to the desktop because I am going to try and make 3 cards tonight, and I don't want to spend too much time talking. But before I do that, I don't want to forget to mention that this Saturday I'm going to be at the Sudbury Farmers Market for the first time. That's my plan throughout the winter. Every 4th Saturday of the month, I'll be at the Sudbury Market selling my cards. And I also wanted to mention the next card class I have scheduled, and there will be more coming, but I have one scheduled for November 21st at the Parkside Center for Older Adults. And the class is $20 and we make 3 cards. And I will be doing Christmas cards in November. They are always fun. So hopefully I'll be able to get some people to join me there. Anyway, I'm going to switch now so that you can see the desktop. There we go. Very good. So this is the card that I designed originally, and it looks like a pretty basic, ordinary card. The neat thing about it is that it folds like an easel card does and stands up. So it catches on this end and it will stand up like that. Now, I have seen cards like that before, but what I have not seen is this piece on the front. And so that's kind of the new addition today that I've been having a really good time with. And so I'm going to show you how to do that today. And it's so easy. You're going to want to make a lot of these cards. Anyway, okay, so that is card number 1, which I've shown you. And we did that at my team training the other night. Everybody had a good time making those cards, and they all agreed that it was not difficult. So let's see. This is the next one that I'm going to make. So they're all variations on a theme here. And what I've done is I've taken the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper, and we're going to use that for this card. This is a basic white thick card base. It is 5.5 by 11, and 5.5 by 8.5. Better get my measurements right. And I've scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So I'm just going to burnish this down here in the middle, and then I'm going to fold this piece out and burnish that as well. Okay, so those are going in the same direction, and that's going to pop up here. Now, just to make this all work well while I'm working on the front of it, I'm just going to flatten that out, and we're going to take our Designer Series paper here. So this is, I believe I did, I got to check. Yes. So these are 1 millimeter short of 2 inches in this way. So 1 tick less than 2 inches and 5 1/4 going the other direction. And let me just see if I can figure out how these went together before. Unless I've got something upside down. I don't know how I did these. There, no. Maybe I have this one in the middle here, because I got another one. This is the skinny one. This goes on this side there. Maybe this one is different. I can't recall. Anyway, I'm not going to waste all night doing that. So let's get my tape runner here. And we're going to put some adhesive on. Here we go. There. So these are just going to be centered. They're going to be a little closer to the center fold than they are to the outside edge. So I'm leaving 1/8 of an inch at the top, 1/8 of an inch at the side, and 1/8 of an inch at the bottom. And when I put these two panels on, there will be 1/8 of an inch in the center, but it's all together as opposed to 1/4 of an inch in the center. So hopefully that makes sense when you see it here. There we go. So you can see the center line is 1/4 of an inch as well as the outer edges there. Okay. Now, for the next piece here, this piece of Designer Series paper is going to be popped up with dimensionals because that's what holds this piece in place when it is closed. Okay, so we're going to just use some large dimensionals here, if I can find them. I was at a card class this afternoon, and so I admit the craft room is still in a bit of chaos. I did not get unpacked yet, so I'm still working in the midst of the chaos, and that is okay. Alrighty. So here we go. So this is going to go on, and again I'm going to leave 1/8 of an inch at the top and the bottom and this side, the right side, and then the left side I'm going to put a piece of cardstock in here, some white cardstock. But before I do that, let's work on the front of the card. So I've got a large deckled circle here. I'm going to forget now. I think this is the 5th one in from the deckled circles, the 5th one in from the outside. Just let me have a sip of tea here. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to add my sentiment directly on here. And for this one, I think I'm going to do maybe the piece on earth. I'm going to just mix these up. I don't want them all to be the same. So I'm going to do a piece on earth with this one. And get myself an acrylic block. And I think I'm going to use Memento, or I think I'm going to just go with Memento, the tuxedo black here. Okay. So this is going to go kind of here in the upper right corner. There we go. There. Then I've got a tree with Designer Series paper. So this is a pretty peacock tree, and I've got the bear. And so I'm just going to pop these up with dimensionals on the front of the card here. Here we go. So you can see this is really easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's nothing hard about this. I think the hardest thing is the measurement, where I take 1 tick less than 2 inches. And that's not very hard. So Anyway, so we're going to pop this up here on white cardstock. Then I'm going to take my bear. He's going to overlap here. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back end and adhesive on the front end. Oops, too many. I think I'll put one more back there. Here we are. And there we go. Okay, so now in order to put this on the front of the card, because I want this to be able to stand up, I do not want it to, you know, be flat and go this way or that way. So what I did is I used these little pieces of white cardstock. So these are 5/8 of an inch by 2 inches, scored at the 1 inch mark. So I'm going to use some liquid glue here. I'm going to put some adhesive on the one side, fold it, and then this is going to get tucked up against the edge of the designer series paper with the part opening on the outside. Okay, so the outside is open, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So we're going to fold it. And we're going to place that just opposite the first one. But if it's not perfectly straight, it doesn't matter because it's not going to show. So as I said, this is super easy. Now we're going to apply adhesive to the front of these two. And this is going to be centered on the top, just like that. Give that a second to stick down. Now, one of the neat things about this, I think this will still, I've got that tucked down a little too hard there, but this will still go in the mail just fine because you've got dimensionals out here and you've got dimensionals over here, but you haven't really got double dimensionals. So hopefully that will go through the mail without costing more money. Now, the last thing I want to do is put something on the inside here. And so for this one, I think I'm going to just take wishing you a wonderful season filled with all the good things that warm your heart and lift your spirit. This is a sentiment that I've really liked. And we'll put that on the inside here. So this fun fold is a great way to make your Christmas cards a little special without having them take you, you know, half a day to make one card. So we'll put this out of the way while I stamp on here. There we go. Use my grid paper a little bit to make sure I'm getting it straight. I'm hoping you can see all right. I can't lower this camera very easily at the moment. So I'm kind of stuck with it there, but it does seem a little high. There we go. This is going on the inside. Again, with an 1/8 of an inch border around. And then we can close the card up and it stands up beautifully. You can add some bling on there if you would like, or I think it looks just fine as it is. Okay, so that is card number 1. Now, card number 2, I'm going to use the same designer series paper and the same card base. Fold and burnish here. I'm using, actually, I said the same, hi Kathy, I'm using the same designer series paper pack, but not the same pattern. So I kind of said the wrong thing there. But the measurements are the same. So I'm going to use this time the stripe here. Okay, I think this goes this way or that way. I think it goes this way. There we are. Okay. So we're going to put this on here. So as I said, these are just 1 tick less than 2 inches. When I get this lined up an 1/8 of an inch from the outside edges for both of these pieces, then it will end up with an 1/8 of an inch in the inside. I'll get this sorted yet. Here we go. There. So now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to take our designer series paper for the inside. We're going to pop it up with dimensionals. I'm just trying to decide which way this should go, and I think I'm going to put it this way. I did use 5 dimensionals on here because I do want this to stay put. I don't want this to be shifting on me. So there we go. Get my 1/8 of an inch border here. Voila. Okay. Now I've got that ready. So I'm going to take my piece this time. Now this time I am going to stamp with the polar bears right on here. So I'm using the Beary Cute stamp set. And I'm going to use this one and this one. I always have fur in the craft room, I'm afraid. Okay, and I'm going to get out this little guy too. And you know, I think I forgot on the other one, but I think I want to add maybe a snowflake or 2 on the inside of that other card. So let's pull that out too, because why not? Let's pull this back and let's just add in here this way, this way. I think actually, let's try just one big one up there. Okay, so I'm going to do this with the snowflake here. I've got a smudge, so I have to be careful not to touch that to the paper. There. And then clean these guys off. I'm going to use that little block, and I'm going to do a couple of these over here. So I'm going to do 1, 2. There. Just pretty up the inside of that one a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now here's my block for this guy. Looking for my foam mat, and I'm not sure where I've put it. So my computer mouse pad will do. Okay, so we're going to ink this one up. Put this one on this side. There. Clean this guy off. And bring the little bear in, just down here. Here. Good. Now, I think What sentiment do I want for this one? I did cut this out. I think I thought I might put that across, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just go with the one up here. Let's see if the Merry Christmas, it will fit across there. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Okay, here we are. Oh, I know what I need to add on here. There we go. Yes, I know what I forgot. I was going to bring in some colors, and I'm going to add on the scarf and the hat on these bears. So I'm going to just grab, I think I'll grab Old Olive and Pretty Peacock or Shaded Spruce, and I think I'm going to get Pretty Peacock and Old Olive. That's what I'm going to choose. It's been a while since I used Old Olive. It's still taped shut since the move. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to get the little scarf here. And we'll put it on the big bear. Like so. We'll get our hat. And I'm going to use Old Olive for that one. And it's going on the little bear. There we go. He is so cute. Okay. Close these up before I'm wearing them. There we go. So we'll bring our card back in, and the mechanism for putting this on is the same. So we're going to use our two folded pieces here with some liquid glue. Move this up so it's a little easier to see. So a little liquid glue on that. This is going on the DSP, not coming right to the fold. I did not bother to try to get it tight to the fold because that just seems to make it hard for everything to work together, and it's not necessary. So there's a gap between the two white pieces on here. Okay, and then we're going to just put our adhesive on top, and this is going on here like so, and that will pop open. And then inside here, I'm going to add a little gift. Let's stamp a little gift. With the Old Olive again. Just put that down in the corner. Okay. Oops. And that can go on the inside. Voila. So that is card number 2. Okay. And now card number 3, I'm using the fall paper because they don't all have to be Christmas. So I've got the All About Autumn paper here. And I've chosen dies from the Grove dies. This little deer is from the Grove dies. And this one is from the Regal Reindeer dies. And I'm going to use those on the front of my card here. So this is, I think this is Cajun Craze that I'm working with here. I'm going to fold and burnish the same way we did on the first one. The card measurements are all the same. Okay, there we go. And then I've got my designer series paper. Which way does this go, Kelly? This one. There we go. There we go. All right. So apply our designer series paper here. There. Now obviously you can bling these up as much as you want. You can decorate the envelopes with designer series paper or with more stamping. But my purpose tonight is just to share the card design with you and show you how quick and easy it is to make these. So this one is going on the inside with my dimensionals again. Oh, the inside piece, I didn't tell you how big it is. I believe I did it, is it 1 inch? I better measure. Yes, it's 1 inch. Okay, so here we are. Put that, I didn't get that straight. Let's try that again. There. And this piece is 2 7/8 by 5 1/4. That's going on the inside here. Okay. Now we've got, this time I did this a little different because I had the Cajun Craze and I wanted the white to be what my deer were on, and I wanted white so that I can stamp. So I'm going to put these two in here together. And also I did my devices, my pieces, the mechanical pieces to hold the circle up are in the color of the card base. So they are Cajun Craze, okay? So I'm going to put this on here, and then I have to decide what sentiment can I fit on here and how shall I do it. So, because this is fall paper, it does not have to be it does not have to be a Christmas sentiment. So, I could do warm wishes, but I'm going to have a quick gander for some other ideas. Maybe I'll do this one. This is from Trucking Along, but I'm going to do Every Day is a Fresh Start. Yes, I could call them support arms, Nancy. That's a good idea. So I'm going to stamp this with Early Espresso. And that, oops, is going right up here. There. Okay. trying to decide, do I want to pop these deer up? And I think I might. I think I might, although I can't really pop the antlers on this guy up. So do I want to pop them up? I'm going to. Why not? Got some mini dimensionals here. Put those on where I can. There we go. I don't want to drop him in my tea here. There we go. And this one, they are so sweet. So stinking cute. Okay. So we're going to turn this over. Get my adhesive on here. And there we go. There is my circle. Pull in the cardstock again. Here. There. Oh, I love the fall colors. Woo! This paper is just amazing, isn't it? I don't think it's back in stock yet. I'm not sure, but it is just amazing paper. So there we go. So as I said, I am not aware of anyone else who's put something on the front of this type of card like this. I'm going to just shift this over a bit if I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yeah. It's just a little too far to one side and not the other. There we go. Okay, so now inside here, I don't have a sentiment to put. I could just put a little tree. I think I'm going to just leave it. Well, I could put... I'm going to leave it. Oh, Catherine, you caught me. There we go. I'm going to just leave it rather than stick something in there and then regret it later not having made my best choice. So there we go. So here are the cards to show you tonight. We've got the 3 of them. Let's see if they'll fit on camera. We've got 1, 2, 3. And as I said, you could bling it up if you'd like. On the sample card, I chose to put bling here, tic-tac-toe in a row, and that looks lovely. But I will say that when you close it, you're at risk of marking the front of your card because the depth of the rhinestones could mark here. So you might want to just put a little piece of tissue or something in there to protect that if you are sending this in the mail. But there's the original that I designed. And then here are the 3 tonight variations on a theme. Let me know what you think of the cards. I hope that if you make one of these, you will post it either in the comments of this video or in Craft and Granny's Stampin' Friends, because I love to see what you're making. And it's always nice to know if somebody is making something based on what you have done. So thanks for being here with me tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And oh, I must not forget to tell you, next Tuesday is Halloween, and I will be needed at the door. So I will not be doing I will not be doing a live video on Halloween evening. So the next one will be the Tuesday after that, which is, I'm going to grab my phone for a second to check the calendar. So the next live will be Tuesday, November 7th, will be the next Facebook Live. I will not be live on Halloween. So thanks again for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed the cards and got some creative inspiration. If you need help with shopping for card supplies or anything else paper crafting related, I'd be happy to help you. And if you like the video, feel free to like and share it. I'm always happy to have people see what I'm making, and that's a great help to me. Anyway, it also helps you if you save it so that you can find the video later if you want to try making these cards yourself. Take care, friends. Have a great evening, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye now.